was perfect, isn't it? That was meant to be.
Yeah. He walked right in.
He wants to be in it. Hi, this is Lisa from Entrachem, and I'm here with Shane Stafford. Shane, thanks for having us.
Thank you very much.
Just want to get a little bit of insight into a day in your life, a little bit about your background. So tell me a little bit about your business, first of all.
Okay, so I work for Royal Equine Vet Care. It's, I suppose, a new equine veterinary practice in County Meath. I set it up with my partner, Robbie Collins, and we're probably about a year in trading now. So really, really good. We're 100% an ambulatory practice, and, you know, we're covering quite a large area from Meath, a little bit of North Dublin, North Kildare, small bit of Louth, and we cover to all sorts. I suppose the beauty of what we do is we offer you the full service in your yard. You know, we'll do all the diagnostics, all the workup in your yard. So kind of takes out the kind of hassle of having to box your horse anywhere. All our equipment is portable, so you can do it. And, you know, I find the horses are happier in their own environment, and we're able to do it now, so it's great.
What would a typical kind of day look like for you now?
I'll generally know from the night before what I'm going to be doing. Now, that may change in the stud season where you might get, you know, a sick foal or a mare foaling. But generally, I'll know from the night before where I'm going to be. And I like to kind of do my racehorse work in the morning. Robbie, he would primarily do a lot of sports horses. That'll be his real niche. And he'd, you know, start off doing that. Come stud season, you'd be starting off in the studs, but it just varies.
Yeah.
But, you know, I have my, I suppose, regular yards, which you'll be in a couple of times a week. Could be in scoping horses, trotting up horses, maybe investigating poor performance in horses. And then come stud season, you're in, you're checking mares, you're checking foals. So it's all, it's very much depends on the time of year.
Yes.
And, you know, at the minute, we're really amping up for the stud season. It's really going to kick off. We're in the middle of the national hunt season, busy with that. And then, you know, I'm looking forward to the flat season amping up now later on in the year. So it depends on the time of year.
Is there any particular case that you can think of that you're really like, it stands out in your mind as a really positive experience that, you know, you had a real win with it?
That's a hard one. I would definitely say if you get a racehorse that's kind of underperforming for me, and you can figure out, be it, you know, maybe they've got a respiratory issue, maybe they have a lameness issue, could be their gut, could be, you know, their intestine, their gut biome, and if you can make an improvement there and that horse goes on and, you know, performs well or wins a race, there's no better feeling for me.
Yeah.
But I'd also say then, you know, getting a mare in foal, it's like scoring a goal. You know, I get a real kick off that too. But then also I've had a couple of, you know, I had one case which stands out to me, a horse which was out hunting, really bad laceration over its knee, and it was frustrating because it took a while, a lot of bandage changes, a lot of treating, and a lot of pain for everyone involved. But that horse is back hunting now, and you know, that's what it's all about.
A lot of consistency, a lot of follow-ups, a lot of communication with clients. It's all, as much as it's veterinary care, that also goes into it.
Oh, big time, yeah. And you know, you see a lot of your clients, you develop a great relationship, it's great. And I kind of find being a vet, I loved my sport growing up. I love being part of a team, and I feel like we are part of the team, be it in the stud, be it in a, you know, show jumping yard, a racing yard. It's great to be part of the team and working closely and
to achieve a goal.
And, you know, get a good performance.
Brilliant. In terms of your experience with precision microbes, how did you hear about it first, or kind of?
My first job out, I worked in America, and they would have used a lot of probiotics. Came back to Ireland, I was looking for a similar product, and, you know, I really thought that there was something out there that could help these horses with their gut health. And then I saw the videos that Tommy was putting out, and, you know, I saw that he'd started promoting the precision microbes, and I got involved with it. And initially I started using it as a treatment, but now it's a treatment, it's a maintenance, it's part of day-to-day life for a lot of our horses that we look after.
You'd have no issue with recommending it to owners or clients that you're dealing with, or other vets that you're chatting with as well?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's a great product, and what I find about it is the feedback I get back from clients is fantastic. So, you know, they're the harshest critic of all. So if they're coming back to me and saying that this stuff is brilliant, the horse is improving, it obviously must be doing something good for the horse. And I do see it. You'll have a horse that'll be shelly and, you know, very poor coat, and after a while on the precision microbes, they really do start to put on condition. Their coat improves, and I do think they're happier horses for it.
Yeah, I think this guy might be on precision. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
So Shane, after working in practice for quite a number of years and obviously setting out your own business with Robbie, where do you see equine health kind of going into?
I think it's going more so preventing these horses getting sick. You know, getting prevention for me is the best cure. So I think a lot of time is being spent on the horse's environment, making sure that it's getting the right nutrients and able to get the most out of the nutrients it's getting. And that's where I think precision microbes really works. You know, people spend a lot of money feeding their horses. I feel with the precision microbes, they're getting more from the feed, and you can see it in the horses. They look a lot better. But I think it's gone more towards a preventative, I suppose, type of veterinary. There's still a lot of, you know, you're called out for emergencies and sick horses, but I like to think we can prevent a lot of things from happening by boosting the immunity and all this of these horses. And I
Whole
think
health kind of.
whole health, yeah.
Brilliant.
I think there's a lot to be said at an early stage of your career, spending time in centres of excellence. So, you know, as a racehorse trainer, work in a top yard. As a young vet, work in a top hospital. Be a sponge to, you know, senior veterinarians or trainers, and just try to take as much of that on board. Look at what they do and bring it home. And then, you know, I suppose you're going to put your own spin on it. But I think the foundation years are very important. So spend time in centres of excellence.
Immerse yourself.
Immerse yourself, yeah.
It's very good advice for both vets and for horse owners and trainers that are coming up. So, Shane, thanks so much for taking the time from your busy January schedule. Really
Very welcome.
appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Wish you all the best for 2025 to yourself and Robbie and all at Royal Equine Vet Care.
Thank you very
Thanks so
much.
Cheers.